I wanted to do a 4-year update on my Louis Vuitton Speedy 30. I've had it for about 4.5 years now, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on this bag, the pros and the cons, is it worth it, how it's held up, and how I personally use it in case maybe you're potentially thinking of getting one for yourself. So the Speedy 30 is a classic Louis Vuitton piece that's in its permanent collection. So this bag has been around for ages and comes in all the different sizes, but I think the 30 was actually the classic size, the original size. And it's definitely a great piece to start your luxury collection if that's what you're looking to get into. It was for me my first luxury bag, and I'm so happy with my decision to get this. Even though my lifestyle has changed over time, I still find that I am drawn to it, still use it, and it's super versatile. So if you're looking to add one in your collection, it's definitely worth a thought. It's not up there in the most expensive bags that you get. Even in the Louis Vuitton range, there's some that goes up way higher. But in saying that, it's definitely not cheap as well. So if I wanted to give you a true 4-year update on it and my thoughts in case you were thinking of getting one and adding it to your collection. So first up, I'll talk about the wear and tear. I mentioned I bought mine back in 2015, January 2015, and I've used it in all kinds of weather conditions. So whether it's raining, great sunny weather, or it's in crowded conditions, lots of people traveling, I still use it. I don't baby it at all, and I probably should, but I don't. And because I do have the damier of being print is super
versatile, I don't need to worry about water damage or things like that, and it has held up incredibly well. So first off, I will start with the hardware and how the hardware is held up. I think that's probably for this bag where you can see the most wear, particularly around where the straps hook on. So I have the bandolier version, which means that I have the removable strap. 100%, I think it's worth the extra money to get the strap because it makes the bag so much more versatile. You'll use a lot more, and for me personally, I find carrying it on the crook of my hand like this can get incredibly uncomfortable. So love the strap, use it crossbody. Sometimes I just have it now like this short size and I just put it over the shoulder. But because of that, you do get these metal hooks. So the strap, the metal or hardware on the strap has held up incredibly well. I'll just show you here. You can see, sorry. So I'll just show you here, the metal has held up incredibly well, hardly any scratches and still super shiny, almost like the day when I bought it. But for the actual D-ring itself where these straps hook on, it is a completely different story. So I'll show you the hook here, the ring. So I'll show you the ring here, and it is all scruffed up around the edges here. You can probably see here as well. You can just see that there's quite a bit of wear along the rings, and even though they both rub against each other, surprisingly the ring here is what wears the most, and same on the other side. So even though the two metals rub against each other, it's this duller hardware, which in my other video, on my first review of the Speedy 30, I mentioned about the hardware. I'll link the video down below for you. But I did mention that the straps tend to have really shiny, beautiful gold hardware, and the hardware on the bag itself tends to be a bit dull, and I find that it actually has worn a lot more as well. In terms of hardware on the zipper, I haven't seen many scratches, probably because it doesn't have the same kind of friction and contact that you would get on the sides. And the zippers are still incredibly smooth. It's like the day I bought them, great, love using them, and not much wear on the zippers themselves in terms of scratches.
Now, moving on to the leather parts. The leather, because I do have the demier vein print, it is the treated leather, which means that it won't have watermarks if water does splash on it, so I can take it out in the rain, and I do take it out in the rain. And it's held up really, really, really well. The only thing that I can say is that in terms of the leather, you can see that sometimes there are scratches. I'll just show you here. Not sure if it's obvious. I'm trying to show you in the light. You might be able to see it there as the light reflects. That there's just seems to be some hairline scratches there. I think that's more to do with the way I use the bag, because I don't baby it at all. So sometimes things do brush against it. I think that's normal for any kind of leather. One thing I did notice though is that the sides here tend to wrinkle. This might be because this bag is it's being supported. This leather supports this ring here, so this whole piece, and maybe the pull on it when I'm carrying it, and when the bag is particularly heavy, will cause it to wrinkle, and you can definitely see the wrinkling there on both sides. Actually, not so much on this side, more so on the other side, so I guess that's probably where I pull it a bit more. But other than that, leather has held up incredibly well. Just hairline scratches here and there, but nothing to worry about. And then the canvas. The canvas of this bag is just immaculate condition. Like the day I bought it, honestly, there's no scratches, no scruffs, nothing like that, and has scraped up against walls and things like that, people, shopping trolleys. But in saying that, it doesn't even look like it has. It looks like it's like the day I bought it from the store, and just canvas is in immaculate condition, which is probably why these bags, they last so long. And even when you get a vintage one that's 10, 20 years old, they're still in amazing condition. And now the interior. The interior of my bag, so because it is the demier green print, is this red interior. I currently have it empty, just to show you, but the interior is spotless. For me, I carry a water bottle in there, I carry food, everything under the sun, and the interior of my bag has not one at all. There's no musky smell or anything like that, and I think a big part of it is because of this base shaper that I keep inside. I'll link the base shaper and where I got it below, and I'll talk about it a little bit more in when I talk about how I use my bag and what I put inside. So the interior is absolutely amazing. All in all, this bag is held up incredibly well, like the day I bought it, and you would not be able to tell that this bag is 4 or 5 years old at all. And I think that is why it is such a timeless and classic piece, because it is super durable, super versatile, and timeless. Really an absolutely amazing piece that even 10 years down the track, I personally think that this bag is still going to be a classic in-demand bag in the Louis Vuitton range. Now I wanted to show you what I usually put inside my bag and how I would use it on an average day, just going shopping or things like that. So for me, an essential within my Louis Vuitton bag is this base shaper. This base shaper I got from eBay by a seller called Le Cava. They have amazing reviews on their base shapers, and it's really unique. It's made of genuine cowhide leather. I've had this probably for 3 years now and still looks amazing. The color of this leather matches with the interior of the bag perfectly, and it has held up really well. I love the firmness, I love the thickness, and the fact that it's not like the acrylic where I'm a bit worried they'll damage the corners of the bag, and it's not like the fabric ones where you might find that it gets dirty a bit easier, might get soft over time. This one has held up really well, perfect thickness and firmness, and just is an essential part of my bag because one, it protects the bottom of the bag so it doesn't get dirty, and also it keeps the bag nice and flat in the bottom without it being too flat, too strong like you'd see in the plastic ones, so that when I do put things inside, they don't roll around inside the bag and make it incredibly hard to find. So that's an essential. I always carry a water bottle with me everywhere I go. So right now I'm actually rocking this Keshaw crystal water bottle with the smoky quartz, and I just love it. I love how pretty it is. The smoky quartz reduces my anxiety, and I love the power of crystal healing that it promotes. So this is my essential, and I'll link the items down below if you're interested in getting one as well. So absolutely love my water bottle and an essential inside my bag. I always keep the extra strap that you can extend on the bag. So when you get this bag, this strap actually comes in 3 pieces. So these two are 2 separate pieces, which you can undo here and then add the extension piece here to make it a longer strap for crossbody. So versatile, especially if you're traveling or you want to be hands-free. Great option. Next up would be my phone. So I always have my phone because, well, no one can live without their phones these days, and myself included. So I always have the phone. I put it in the side flat pocket that's here. So it fits within the flat pocket of the bag, which just makes it really easy to access. The other essential that I always carry with me is, of course, my wallet. Sometimes I do bring the smaller wallet, so either a small wallet or a card holder, but currently I'm loving this Louis Vuitton Speedy compact that they actually discontinued a while back, and it's the accordion style where it opens flat. There's, I think, 10 credit card slots, note sections, coins, and just I love this style, and took me forever to find, actually, because they had discontinued it, and when I did go into the store to get one, they just didn't have any stock left. So I was quite fortunate. I found one secondhand that was in immaculate condition, and just absolutely loving it at the moment. And of course I have to bring my keys. So currently I'm using the Demi-Ebene print clay from Louis Vuitton as well, and just loving it. It's a great size. I can slip in my driver's license and a credit card if I need to. Go really compact, and this is the perfect accessory to take around with me. So that's my everyday essentials that I carry around with me in my Speedy 30. You can still see from the inside of the bag that there's actually so much more room. It's not even half filled, so you could definitely put in a lot more things if you wanted to. It is winter here in Australia, so here and there I would also carry my scarf with me, sunglasses, they go inside as well, and still plenty of room to fit everything. Just be mindful though that sometimes it can get a bit heavy, so you don't want to overload it too much. So that's my 4-year update on the bag. It's held up incredibly well and is a bag that I absolutely love. If you're thinking of getting one, I would 100% recommend it. You can try all the different sizes to fit your lifestyle a little bit better in case you want to put more things in it. You might want to go up to 35. Currently, I'm downsizing, so I'm looking at getting a Speedy 25 just so that I can fit my everyday essentials, because I know it does fit, and then I just don't need that extra room. But it's a great piece overall. It held up really well, and I believe it will still be a classic years down the track. So that's my review on it. Let me know what you think, whether you have one, whether you're loving it, and your thoughts. And I'll see you next time.